Hello. Yeah. Hey, hola. Hey. I got a coffee and a cookie, so you need to bear with me while I consume. Hey guys. Yeah, honestly, I should be streaming 3 times a week. So I have a stroop waffle, yeah, and I have a coffee, so I'm fine. I didn't make any like order. I know why it looks off, because it should be like that. Perfect, right? The order on the desk is back. I didn't save the situation. Okay, now the background is almost perfect. So yeah, today I'm fine. Yesterday I had a kinda stressful end of the day because at 4 AM I decided that I want to that the whole day I wanted to change categories on my Discord, and I accidentally like hit a part of the conversations, and like my brain couldn't register the plus sign next to the name. So I was terrified, and I thought that I'm like systematically removing all of my channels. Yeah. And Minimaster, I think that he was he was there to like calm me down. And I was so sad that I lost a work in progress channel. Yeah. Yeah, thank you for being there for me. That's why I have to start going to sleep earlier, right? Other than that, I wanted to paint a little bit of my new Spira Mirabilis project, which you haven't heard about, but I didn't manage to. Even though I managed to like create some order in the workshop, and also do some other stuff. So overall, productive day. Not as much productive as it could be, but you know, we are starting to paint, so it will get better. It is not goblin related, but I think that I may I think that I will I will put up on Patreon a poll, and this time I will really do it. And I will ask people, do you want me to paint the goblin? Do you want me to paint the old grannies? And I will do it on the stream. Congrats, Malta. Right? It's Malta. Malta, not Tue. Tue comes as Tue. Malta, congrats to you. I have Goblin King actually, so I could, in theory, I could paint him, even though it was acquired. It was acquisition with a investment in mind, because I don't like that much this miniature. But after I got it in my stash, I decided that it's way cooler than I thought. Okay, cool. I will be sure right now that it's you. Yeah. I will post also do pictures of my druid, stuff like that. I started posting again on my social media, so it's going in a direction that is like optimistic for my internet well-being. I think that having the model in your hand helps, and then also very inspiring maybe having a very organic creative base for it. So I don't know, do I have this is not a good example, But something like that, for example, I really wanted to have something like this on Awesome Creations, but the guy who is producing it, I have very low charisma rolls when I talk to him, and he doesn't want to agree yet. So maybe someday I will get them in my store. I will do a quick advertisement for Stonebird miniatures from Australia. Like, I mean, like something like this. When you have something like this as your base, and I think that this one was made by Natalie Szymczak, if I remember correctly. She's one of very talented Australian artists, and she does her own. Hey Jared. I'm at this moment I'm praising Stonebird and Natalie Szymczak, because I think that she made this base, right, if I remember correctly. So hello Jared. Jared is another very talented Australian painter, right? If you don't know, guys, if you want, you can post your social media in my chat, like everyone over here. Okay, let me catch up with the chat. Yeah, so I think internet well-being may be opposite to actual well-being, but I need to just, you know, when I'm posting on the internet, it kind of accelerates me to paint and be consistent with it in a way, so I need to work on it. Yeah, so I think that when you have either this kind of base in your hand or a model in your hand, it's just your brain starts working better around, like, you know, in a creative way. Your latest kappa, right? Let me have a look. I need to get another monitor, like another screen, so I will be able to like open something and just zoom it into the OBS. So the kappa. I will be honest, the painting is very, very cool, Jared. I like the. I really like the materials and textiles on him. Very cool. The green robe is, I think, that the best, like for me the most interesting, and the I'm not sure what is the correct name, but the dress, like, or the skirt, like the little redness, is really working nicely with it. This nice color. I may, if I will go through my if I will go with my greens inspirations, I maybe go into the olive finally as well. Let me quickly finish the cookie and I will commence the painting for today. And today we are doing TUFTs. So we are working mostly with this box of tufts, basically. Here I have the edged like plants. I will show them in a minute. The usual suspects, so moss from Mini Nature. If anyone from Mini Nature is watching, please sponsor me, because I'm using a lot of your stuff. Maybe this. I'm not a big fan of those because I really need to cut them down a lot, but they are not bad. Maybe those. Paintforge has very good tufts, but they don't do that great with a lot of water if you try to wash them, because they lose the binding of the glue. Yeah. So where am I? Okay, and I got butterflies. So today I am prepared. Or maybe those I won't use. Okay, and I have another box of tufts. Which is over here. Which drawer do you want me to open? Drawer number 1 or drawer number 2? Yeah, good, like, have a nice day and good luck with your job, Jared. Like, we have the perspective of nice evening, and you need to go and work. So, yeah. Oh no, there's no drawer. Ah, guys, I just found out how this works. So I have this kind of stuff, like little branches. I'm not sure if I will use them over here, but we will see how it goes. And also, like, I have this kind of cork I didn't even know. Like, this is the issue I talked yesterday, that I have stuff brought to this household by my boyfriend, and I usually don't know how much what I have and where. Hey, Jared. Minimum says, I decided temporarily put my witch on the shelf. I think I want to bring her to Nova, so there is no rush to get her finished, and I am going to get a few more small treetops printed, because I think that the best way to solve the base. Yeah, I think this is a good decision. Also, don't if the project is very demanding, sometimes it's better to wait a little bit with finishing it, and take your time working with the detailing and execution, because some concepts are very complicated, and you just need some time to, I don't know, actually make them work. Hey Dave, nice to see you here. Okay, so let me, opacity, is it working? No, it's not working. I wanted to fix this. Okay, the Haze Studio URL, I wanted to fix it. Okay, now it works. I can. Oh, it's so like ice burning. The sponsor of the stream is Haze Studio. They are the creators of this bust. This is not bust, but of this miniature. And you can check out their store, hazestudioMiniatures.com. It's visible over here, the URL, and I can paste the URL as well. Or did I already? Okay, I edited it. So give me a second. Haze Studio. And here is the link to their site for the people on Twitch. Paste. Oops, not here. I hope that you cannot hear like any kind of extra sounds coming from my internet browser or my World of Warcraft. Okay, so this is their URL, Haze Studio Miniatures. They are sponsor and creators of this miniature. This is their latest release. So they just made it and allowed me to paint it. And I'm very like excited for this project. It's kind of challenging because I decided to go for metallic paints, and I'm not used to working with them, so I kind of need to go around some of the and effectiveness of them. But I will make it work. And also I started thinking if I should maybe add a background to her, like just a cascade of greenery flowing down. I think that may be cool, but I'm not sure if I should go there. Usually when people want to add TUFTs in the middle of the background in the middle of the project, I tell them that maybe don't do it, because not always the background is a good solution. But in this case I think that's I don't know, it's not so bad. Yeah, so I may go for it. I think I just need to think if I have any kind of greenery that would be fitting for it. Like, I don't know, maybe those little trees over here, like those could be part of it without the hair, or I don't know, something like this. But I would have to I don't know how to work with it exactly, so I have to. I know what I could maybe create like this kind of tapestry in the back, right? But more organic in a way. So I think that I will do it. I didn't paint. I haven't painted anything with the background for a while, so I can play with it. Yeah, and I have this kind of etched elements. They are made by Kromlech, which is Polish company, and this is their new product. I think that it's already on their site, and I'm the most interested in this element over here, and this over here, this in the corner. I think that I will cut them out and see which one works with the stuff of this lady, and the other one will go as the element just going up on her throne. I'm not sure how the roses will work, because she has flat roses over here. I'm not a big fan of that, but if they won't work, I can just glue some leaves over them. And this is I think that the first time I will really work with the etched elements, so we will see how it works. I can give her those leaves, place them somewhere here and in the behind to fill more of the space, because she's quite big and I don't have that much very sizable greenery available. My boyfriend can print me some, so this could be a solution, but for the next week, because it will take some time. Okay, so I will just, as I said, I will just try to glue some tufts on. With what do I want to start? Maybe with the photo etched elements, as I said. But I don't know where oh, they are over here. My very old photo etched, photo etching, I don't know what it's called, scissors, but they are not scissors, they are this chop mechanism, and I never cut photo etched with them. I always use them only on the plastic, so they may be a little bit old, but they work, right? So we are starting with this very groundbreaking content. Okay, it's going pretty quick, not bad. leaves. Yeah. Hey, but sometimes, but you see, like, not that many people is actually gluing tufts to their miniatures, so it may be groundbreaking for someone. I wonder how it will go, like, because this is, like, you know, flat, but if I will bend it around, it may look good, right? So it's pretty interesting for me. Chop chop. Guys, do you know the Chop Chop song by Auntie Donna? I was inspired by your talk yesterday to do a spring theme project. I have spring goddess from Nordless, but it scares me to start this one. Oh my god, I have her as well. And I would challenge you to start, like, if you will do yours, I will do mine, but she's pretty big project and I'm not sure if I will be able to paint her right now. But she's a like pretty epic scab, and I think that it would be cool to, you know, see her painted. So I don't know, I would say that do it. I don't know how to convince you. Double light again. This is like very complicated concept. So if you really want to play with it, I'm encouraging you, but also it's kind of hard to do. So I won't be an asshole about that. Like she's on the ground in the forest. I don't know, you know, you have the cool idea, so I think that it would be worth trying it out. And if it will be too hard or you won't be happy with the progress or something like that, you can just, you know, put her on a shelf for a while and maybe go back to her in some time. Okay, so this looks pretty regular, so I will try to... I think that the fault of this product is that they are very, very regularly spaced, so I think that they should be more organic. I can bend a little bit some of the leaves with my nails, but maybe like this tool would work better. I just need to find one. Okay, I have it here. Oops. After a few Warhammer pages, I'm less scared of the details. Right, you were painting Warhammer. It will be very simple if I try leave 70% of model in shadow and just have double light in the most important areas, like the one Kirill did the double light on. Try it! Sometimes it's, you know, try it and just adjust the amount of work you need to do. If some of the elements of the painting are meant to be quick, then I think that this is the pro argument to go for this painting. Okay guys, do you think that this is a good idea to just try to bend them around? Minimonster says, I have a model for when if I want to try double light, the Cryptables Barider. Oh, this one is a good one. I always wanted to paint it, but I didn't have the time or the inspiration actually. But I would really like to paint it. Okay, so when I bend them like this, they work better, but they are still too consistent. So I think that I will end up cutting some of them and regluing them later a little bit lower or somewhere, something like that. I don't even do cast shadows, so I am not sure I go for dappled quite yet. I think that the dappled light is harder to make than the casted shadow, because you can always check on the shadows by putting your miniature and just putting her taking your miniature and putting her very close to the light, and you can very quickly check on the reference, right? If it works or if it doesn't work. And with dappled light, you have to kinda not go completely for realism, but you need to think about placement of everything to not obscure too much, but kinda show it anyway, and place it in place the shadows in the correct areas, so it won't be it will be basically understandable for the viewer, to the guy or the woman looking at your work will understand what they are looking at. But because sometimes when we try to paint very complicated concepts, they are just too complicated on a 3D surface, and if we add too much detail, it's just lost the original idea, because you cannot see it in the end. But I think that spring bodice is easier since the whole model is kind of flat. Yeah, I think so. It'll be flattering from more angles than a regular 3D sculpt. Yeah, I can agree. In general, if you want to try on something, I think that this is a good model. Also, it may be quick to paint because she is a really detailed, but in this very organic detail. So it may be easy and quick to paint, because it doesn't have to be, not everything needs to be non-metallic metal, basically. Okay, it starts working better, right? I just need to put some of those leaves from this side to this side, and it starts bending in more natural way. Also looks less regular, more organic. Hey Purple Alice! We are gluing some tufts to the miniature again today, if you are interested in this kind of content. I'm working right now, trying to work around, or work with the edged ivy from Cromlech, and it's getting somewhere, right? It's starting looking better and better. In the beginning, it was just like this spiral of very regular leaves, so you can see it over here. I cut it out and I cut it open. And I'm just trying to make those leaves not to look like they are very lined up. but I think that it would be easier to just take a line, wrap it around something, and maybe just glue some paper leaves over it. I will have to try out the different techniques someday. Maybe I will go there if I decide for the to go for the background. I realized what I was thinking about yesterday when I was talking about the gold on Lesha. There's a scene in Vikings when Lagertha does 2 stripes on her lips, chin in blood, and in other where she has gold makeup, so my brain made a composite of both, I guess. Do you have links in particular to those of golden makeup? Because I don't remember it. I watched Vikings, but I think that I may understand the blood lines because it's easy to understand, but the golden makeup may be very different. Ah, this one, I haven't seen it, I think. Is it from like later seasons? Because I haven't watched the last 2, I suppose. Oops, sorry guys. Also, I'm farming mounts in World of Warcraft today, so at some point, if I did my like, how's it called, options well, you may hear you are not prepared from Illidan, Storm Rage, and don't be afraid, Illidan will not be at your house, he will be summoning me to kill the rare. Guys, look, it starts looking better and better. I'm impressed. Farming what? I'm farming mount, so it's this dragon from Battle for Azeroth in Pandaria. A mount is like when you ride on something, right? So I need 500 mounts in World of Warcraft to get like this one mount, which is called Otter Carrier, and it's a flying ghost otter, and it's super cool. But like getting 500 mounts is also very complicated, so I'm just trying to do my best, and you know, most of my afternoon, because I have a I'm going with this life rule of mine, on and off. Right now I'm not having World of Warcraft like on before 6 p.m. So I have the time to farm mounts only in the evening / later afternoon. Okay, this is very good, right guys? It's becoming better and better. And most of the mounts have like around, I don't know, let's say 2 to 8 respawn timer, 2 to 8 hours of respawn timer. So sometimes it's like 6 hours of waiting to a rare to respawn. So I just do something and have the World of Warcraft on Alt tab. Season 6 gold makeup was season 4. Did you get the big long neck Dynef? No, I didn't, because I think that I started playing just before it went out of existence from World of Warcraft, or I was playing. I started playing when BFA was like the latest expansion. But I didn't play BFA then, I was playing everything else basically, so I played mostly Legion. And I didn't want to, you know, play the new expansion because I didn't like the Zod stuff like that. Also, everyone was bitching about it, and I just didn't want to participate in this, like, you know, farming for the equipment, stuff like that. I'm pretty happy farming it right now, but I wasn't able to farm the 2 million gold for the dino one. But it's very useful, and it would be cool to have that one, because he has, when you summon that mount, you get auction house and the mail, I think, and that would be really useful to have. And there is no other mount able to do this. And having, like, you know, auction house under your hand, basically, is very handy, in particular if you are making your money through auction house, and I kinda am. I was going to get about a little goat pet. Oh, it's very, very cute! But I don't know how to get it. But it's very cute, I liked it. Yeah, I was, in general, I was thinking if maybe I should do, like, somewhere in the middle of the week, like in the Europe morning, I could do World of Warcraft, painting Warcraft Rumble, and like having my Warcraft somewhere on the screen, so you could see what I'm doing, like, you know, some, like, just tiny corner, so you could see what is on my screen. But I'm not sure if I could do that without having second monitor, basically. I never actually played WoW. I just dated somebody who was really big into it, so I randomly know a lot about the game, at least for someone who doesn't play. You know what? I think that you should just start playing and then you will know a lot. And you will be a player, right? So you will increase your knowledge even more. And right now it's a great opportunity to start playing World of Warcraft, because the next expansion, if you will, it's coming out in, I suppose, like June, something like that. So perfect for my birthday, right? And if you can, like, buy it right now. And if you will buy it right now, you can play the expansion that is currently on. So you don't need to buy new expansions, and you can basically buy one expansion and play both of them. So, you know, it's just 1 in a million occasions, and it's perfect. You cannot miss it. I need to learn to get gold. I'm always broke. I'm playing right now. What you are playing, Dave? I'm playing Night Elf Druid. I'm playing Night Elf Druid, and I am AFK in Valley of the Blossom, right? This is the name of the zone. Veil of Eternal Blossom. Way nicer. Now I already have enough games that pull me away from painting. Yeah, me too. But that's why I'm, like, because of World of Warcraft, I'm not playing anything else right now. And I need to play Baldur's Gate from the beginning to the end, because I basically started playing at the release date, got into Act 3, and then because I had to travel, I stopped playing. And then for a week or so, I saw, like, they started doing patches with changes to the companion interactions, stuff like that. They actually fixed the horny companions, and, you know, like, I was trying to romance Gale, and, like, for me it totally broke. like the game broke the romance at the moment where I did a very, very harsh fight, and like my character was just dipped in blood, right? She looked very, very bad. She has like bruises full on, and he decided to, and I saw that guy is standing somewhere in the corner with the question mark or something over his head, so I decided to go to talk with him, and he said like, oh man, it was so hot, I'm so excited right now, right? And you know, it went very, very far at that moment, and I'm not sure, like my character maybe enjoyed it, but I didn't as the player. Yeah, and then just like more and more fixes started coming out, like they started adding new cutscenes, stuff like that, and I just decided that I will wait for them to patch everything out and actually maybe kinda finish the game, right? And I haven't played since, but I really want to play it, and I'm just thinking that like maybe there is a expansion coming someday, and maybe I can wait for the expansion because I, for example, played Dragon Age Inquisition like years after it released, and like a year and a half or something like that after the release, and all of the expansions were out, so I had the complete game. It was patched out and the story was complete because the end game, like the closing quest for the base game wasn't the closing quest for the whole game, basically. Yeah. And getting gold in World of Warcraft is right now it's kinda easy because they fixed it's not fixed, but it's changed the crafting system, right? So you can just level up your profession, and just sometimes it's enough just to stand next to the crafting tables and just refreshing from time to time, and the new commissions just come in. But right now there's the season is going to the end, so the crafts are getting dead a little bit, so the gold flow kind of stopped, and that's sad because there is still the Love is in the Air event, and like I spent tons of cash on the coins for the event because I want to buy both of the mounts available there, so I'm like, it's not a big spend for me because I have enough cash over there, but I got under 1 million, so like I'm not happy about that because like mine like I can spend as much cash as I want, but my you know, end line is to still have 1 million in my pocket, and right now I don't, and I need to earn it back. But I decided that I can because this event is only once a year, so I had to, you know, invest this time, and I can make back the money anytime later. Dave plays Human Party. I hate farming rep, so I need that 10%. Yeah, I hate farming rep as well. I was so happy for the anniversary event. Like rep, like on the one hand I hate farming rep, but the old rep, and I need the old rep for achievement. But the new rep, like the feasts they did and stuff like that, ooh, I love farming it. I'm just like, this is the, I never remember to be in places, I never remember to do the stuff, but the feast with 2 scars, I'm always on time. Yeah, so it just gives me hope that I can do it, basically. I put more hours into Baldur's Gate 3 than Eric Swinson said he put into his Bane Bloodhoof. How many times did he, like how many hours did he put him, like, did he qualify the time spent in World of Warcraft? to get the inspirations and, you know, stuff like references, of course, to make everything right. Oh, ouch, ouchie, ouch. It hurts a little. Okay, we got pretty, I would say, like, this is good end effect, right? Nice. It didn't look that promising, I would say. Baldur's Gate 3 is the best game in such a long time. Yeah, it is very, very good. But like, I feel that people who played what's the name, Divinity Original Sin, enjoyed this game way more, because Baldur's Gate like is built on the same engine, and people who played in the games that were built on this engine as well kind of have a better grasp on whatever they can do with this game. And my first playthrough with Baldur's Gate was more like blind kid trying to do something. Okay, I missed the rare. I've in the chats, guy. So everyone who played the previous games knew more or less what he can do, and for me first playthrough was like very big learning experience, and it was based basically my first playthrough was based on loading screen all the time, because I was doing stupid stuff, even though I thought that I cannot do it, or I was doing some accidental, I know, jumps, stuff like that, because I had no idea that something may work this way. So it was trial and error for me, but also it was very you know, irritating at sometimes, because I didn't want to do something, and boom, boom, it came out that I can. Yeah, so this is a cool game where you can do a lot, sometimes even too much, and I didn't even know that I can do that much. You just got Winterstone weather warning. Nice. It depends also, depends if you like the storm weather, right? I would be happy about that, but I personally like it. I just like, as long as it doesn't interrupt your internet connection, it's okay, right? I don't even know when that is. 1460 hours a day for 2 weeks. It's kind of a lot. He said about 250 to 300. It may be a lot, but it depends what he understands by it, right? If he it's doable, but I think that it may easily burn you out also. Okay, I have the glue. We will see which one of them is working. Still seems totally impossible. I think that I could do it, like maybe right now, not maybe right now. But like 2 years ago, I could. Okay, so how to place it? Damn it, I don't have. Okay, I will make it like starting over here, I think. So maybe I will bend a little bit the end. I just hope that my sinuses won't go bad because of the glue. The glue, like lately, the glue doesn't go well with my sinuses. Okay, so I think that I may like just cut it in a few shorter, like, how to call it in English? Few shorter parts, and just fake it going around like totally. Caramel appeared, so Siri may be agitated in a second, sorry. Okay, you cannot see what I'm doing, but I'm trying. Oops, did I break something? No, I didn't. Okay, so let's start. I don't enjoy doing stuff like that. Lucky. Okay, and now we wait for it to dry. Loki is checking out the spikiness of the pike. I did 25 to 30 hours over the weekend for Dogma, and I couldn't keep that pace up for more than a few days, doing that for 2 weeks. It's scary, lol. Cry! Okay, it should be better now. I had just moved when Baldur's game. Oh, sorry, it may be, but maybe it's easier without the time constraint of having to finish in 28 hours. I think that. Siri, hey! Siri, stop hating on Caramel. Okay, we have the drama queen activated. Siri. But Eric also had like this time constraint, but I think like his motivation maybe was okay, I need to do this badass paint job because I'm going to Europe and I need to do my best. So he maybe was very motivated to finish it and have it done. And you know, with Dogma, and he knew that he really needs to work on it to have like high finish, stuff like that. And with Dogma, I think that the goal is slightly different. So you have very short time, and you know that you don't need to like to do it perfect, and that it will be end very quickly. I'm not sure if it doesn't make sense, but you know, just Eric. I think that Eric knew that he has like this very big challenge in front of him, so maybe he was aware that this is like a longer process and it will last a little longer than usual. Because you know, sometimes when you need to do like this, push yourself very, very hard, it's inspirational in a way for you. Tzahli, please stop. He's not doing anything. Oops. Okay, it needs to dry a little bit more. Dude loves painting. That may be the factor as well. I had just moved when Baldur's Game 3 came out and didn't have a job right away. I was doing like 15-hour gaming days for a few weeks till I beat the game. I know that not having the job is not the optimal situation in life, in particular if you are like looking for it, but it may be kinda not that bad when stuff like Baldur's Gate 3 is coming out, right? sometimes there is like this good timing in the gamer life period, or in general in the gamer life. When, like, for example, when I have a very like sad life story, like my engagement was broken, right? And it was very, very depressing time for me. So I basically got out of it by playing Dragon Age Inquisition and adopting a cat. So yeah, I got this little kitty. Like first I think that first I got the kitty. I found her like randomly, right, two weeks after the breakup, and like she started, hey cats, come on, hey, come on, chop chop. So yeah, I got this cute kitty which is acting very obnoxiously right now. and she kind of got me out of the initial depression, and then I started playing Baldur's Gate, Dragon Age Inquisition, and I didn't have a job then either, and I was looking for it. So, you know, Jesus Christ, cats. Here's Carmel. He's making Siri very mad. Kieł, możesz wziąć Karmelka? Yeah, and it was Dragon Age Inquisition was a very good option in not very good time. Carmel, chop. Okay, Carmel evacuated from this unfriendly environment. Like, also, guys. He didn't have his Unforgotten Demon in 5 days. Yeah, I've heard that Eric is a very quick painter. So big props for that as well. Okay, I'm gonna chop it over here. Oops. Yeah, the choppiness of my chops is not very consistent, I have to admit. Oops, also got it into the paint. Maybe short time. I haven't worked since February 2008 and I hate it. Yeah, it's like when you want to do something and you cannot do it, it is like shitty, right? But if something is like, if the situation is short, then sometimes it may be not that bad. You know, as long as it's not really depressing you or something, then it's not bad. And if the situation is depressing, then it's ow. Then of course it's, you know, unfriendly to the life situation. Sorry guys, it's really hard to bend them at some moments, but it, like right now I think that it works nicely like in this position, so I will just put some glue on it. And I actually think that like separating them into few parts will help the drying process a little bit. I was having a mess if I had to move the mouth. It came out instead of moving the mouth before. Yeah, he's so handsome. Oh, what a gorgeous chunky boy. He's very gorgeous. Like we adopted him like year ago, almost year ago. In I think like end of March or something like that. And he was, you know, kind of nobody cared for him really then. And he was, you know, ill. His teeth were really, really bad. And we really need to, really had to put a lot of cash into his vet. And he was weighing then 4.5 kilos. And he's a very big boy. And today I weighed him. I checked how much he weighed, and he's 6.3 kilos. So he gained almost 2 kilos. So right now the age of eating how much you want is finished, and we will try to diet him a little bit because we don't want to have another cat that is obese, because we have already obese Tzahli, because you know, she was depressed, and when she is depressed she's just devouring the cat food, and when she got depressed, I had the Loki and his brothers, so the cat food was actually kitten food, and it's even more nutritious. So she gained like more weight than she usually would, and right now she's losing weight, and Carmel will be her weight loss companion from now on, basically. But he's very, very cute and very, very beautiful. Yeah, I really wanted, like, he was my uncle's cat, but like uncle's cat in a way that my uncle put him in his garden house, let's call it like that, and didn't care for him that much. And I actually wanted to steal this cat from him, but then my uncle died, so I didn't have to steal the cat, I just had to adopt him. So this is the story of this cat. But I don't have the problem right now, because if I would steal him, I would have to hide it from my parents who would visit me, right? And people would consider me a crazy person for stealing a cat. And you know, Carmel wasn't treated that well, so that's why I wanted to steal him. And now I'm just a lawful person who adopted a cat. Everybody do the chop 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 chop. That age is finishing for me as well. Well, yeah. In theory for me too, but I just, Loki, please do not eat the ivy. I should go on a diet as well, but I will be honest, I don't want to. I want to eat stroop waffles. Yeah, he was kinda a barn cat, but my uncle, like, he, for example, when like Carmel, he was brought up in a city, basically, so in a city apartment, and he was sterilized, and he was, you know, very well treated. He was in-house, so he really liked the in-house, like being inside life. And then my uncle started dating, like, how to call it, he started dating, like, let's call it like one of the owners of this apartment, and he was a very strict person who believed that animals belong only to the outside, right? They shouldn't be ever inside the apartment or inside the house. They should be always outside, because only like human beings, which are the highest form of life, should be living inside the home, right? And he took Carmel, who is a city cat, and he pulled him into this like barn, basically, because it was a barn, right? And but not like a real big barn where the cat could like walk away, but it was like the small barn for smaller farm animals, which weren't living there anyway anymore. So it was like a, you know, building with tight doors and shut windows. So if my uncle didn't open the doors, Carmel couldn't leave. So the first month in this barn house, Carmel had to sit like day and night inside without litter box, because, you know, why you should put litter box inside, and he was just digging in the floor. And, you know, it's kind of depressing, and he tried going inside the houses of the neighbors of my uncle. And once he even went inside the apartment of my uncle, like by the window, and my uncle basically started, when he found him, he started, and I was like, you know, I was there, he started chasing Carmel around, and he tried to kick him, right? So I know, I saw that this isn't like a good house for my uncle, like for Carmel. and I didn't really like the treatment he got. Okay, I think that I will cut it over here and like mimic it going under her finger. Yeah, so I didn't like what treatment the cat got. I didn't agree with it, and that's why I decided to steal him after I moved to Warsaw. So like, I don't know, about, it was, I decided to move right when the war in Ukraine started, like a little bit earlier, but because the war started, I was unable to hire the apartment, like rent the apartment, because the prices and the availability of the flats, like, it went crazy. And then, so meanwhile my uncle died, something like more or less the timing, so I knew that I can adopt Carmel and I don't have to steal him. But when I found my apartment, I actually found Loki and his brothers. So, and it was like 2 weeks before the move to Warsaw, and it was like, I found my apartment in June 30. I remember because it was my birthday, and finding apartment in Warsaw looks like this. Like, my friend like went to see the apartment for me, because you know, I was 4 hours drive away. So when something appeared on the listing, I had to take the, you know, the date the person, the apartment owner, was proposing, because if I would ask for, I know, wait a day, like go there a day later, this apartment would be gone basically. So my friend agreed to go there in my place, because it was my birthday. I also meant to spend it with my family, and he called me like, Natalia, this apartment is pretty cool, you can get it, it's okay. And I agreed, instant okay, right? One day after I found this listing. And then after like 3 days I found Loki, and you know, I found the apartment in the middle of July, and because right now the housing, like apartment rental in Warsaw is super crazy, I had to rent from July 1st. So I knew that in 2 weeks I will be moving. I found the kittens and nobody wanted to take care of them at the place where I was living, so I knew that they are coming with me. Also, they were feral. I knew their mom, she wasn't afraid of me, but the kittens were afraid of me, and I couldn't catch them because they were running away. So I had like this 2-week stop to kinda tame them to the level of them not being totally in panic when I approached. And then there was WME, World Model Expo, coming close, and I think that I had to leave for WME on June 29th or something like that, so in like 10 days, and go there, be on the competition, do whatever I had to do there, go back to Poland, sign the papers on, I think, July 2nd, signed the papers on my way back home, right, because I didn't live in Warsaw, signed the papers of the new, you know, apartment rental, go back to my house, get the kittens, get all of my shit, and go to Warsaw, unpack, and then I had a workshop in the city, like 6 hours drive away on the weekend. So it was fucking crazy completely, and I won in masters on that WME, so that was pretty cool, but it was completely crazy. And yeah, so Carmel had to wait. I was in the new apartment. City got depression because she didn't go well with the kittens, but you know, I had to take them because nobody wanted to take care of them. And I became a crazy cat mama, and now I had like 3 kittens and Ciri, so I had to wait for the kittens to be adopted to be able to take in Carmel basically. and it turned out that my apartment was very small, and I was raised in the village. So, you know, in normal house, and the apartments in Warsaw are like criminally small, and just everything is cramped together, and I started getting depression in this little apartment, and I knew that it's not fitting to have one more cat. Yeah, so I had to change my apartment to be able to adopt Carmel, basically. And as soon as I got a bigger place, I adopted Carmel, like took him from the village, but he was basically living in the village for almost a year. Some people were just giving some random food here and there, but nobody was caring for him. And for example, like his teeth was totally bad. Like he had like, when I got him into the car, like it smelled like fish for like 4 hours, because, you know, I kidnapped him on the way from my home village to Warsaw. So he had no idea what is going around, and he was meowing all the time, and because of the meowing, his, like, you know, bad breath from his teeth was like in the car, and it smells like fish like everywhere, because his teeth was in so bad shape, and he was very, you know, in pain all the time. Yeah, so this is how I got Carmel, basically, and he's very lovely. They don't go well with Tzahli right now, but they will become best friends soon, in my mind at least. That's so much going on at the same time. Yeah, that it was a lot. Also, when I got the kittens, like, sorry guys for talking so much, you can, you know, start another topic on the chat if you want to. Also, I think that it will look cute, like this leaf being just over her hand. Yeah, when I was caring for the kittens, as you know, I fell in love in all 3 of them, because I had 3 kitties. I posted, like, actually yesterday I posted a picture of all of them on my Discord, and I was so stressed with the idea of giving them away. Like, I knew that I wanted to save one, and then, you know, just the process of adoption was so stressful, like, oh, giving away like those small little stars of mine, you know, to a new home which I don't know that well. It was awful. And WME was chaotic and hectic all on its own. I don't envy you having so much going on at the same time. Hey Tua, nice to see you here. Yeah, like WME was kind of chaotic, and also it was actually the first bigger competition I attended ever. Because I kind of started painting better and having interest in, like, more in-depth interest in display painting right when the COVID hit. So in 2019, I think, I went to Polish Hussar, and then boom bam COVID. So, okay, I don't think that it wrapped that well, but I will bend those leaves and they will, like, lie a little bit more flat. But that, like, this kind of wrapping gives me safer drying, I don't know how to call it, position for the glue over here. So yeah, like, WME was the first of the, like, biggest competitions for the display painting I participated ever. Because it was the first edition after COVID, actually. Yeah, I am COVID kid. Kinda, because I started painting, like, I went into display. I started painting my first display pieces, right, like, in 2018. So in 2018, I went to Krzysztof Kowalczyk's workshops, and I knew what I want to do, and, you know, I painted miniatures before, so I kind of progressed fast with the display painting. And then in 2019, or I went to the workshops in 2019, I suppose, I don't remember that well. And yeah, I went to Hussar, and I wanted to go 2 other competitions into 2020, but you know, COVID started. Whoop whoop. Okay, it's better right now, I suppose. Or maybe this could be a little bit more flat. Or maybe more in front actually. Okay, it'll be like this. And yeah, this is basically what happened to me. But cuts are cool, I recommend cuts. Okay, I will cut it in the back over here. I should have cut it over here maybe? I don't know, but I'm cutting it over here again. Okay, and I will glue it like that. I'm gluing over the primer, but I'm not very you know, worried about that because it should hold. I used steel rivets or something like that. Badger primer. I used Badger primer, so it should be okay. It should hold. And if I will secure it in a few areas, then it shouldn't glue away. And also this is already covered in patina, so if there will be any glue residue, I will just go over it again with the patina, and I will adjust more patina color to the over glue, and it will just look like a patina build-up. And do you have any other project ideas for the whole effect, or for now you explored it? I can always like do other colors. Right now I have the idea because I got a commission and I need to finish it actually. And I have an idea, but I need to ask the guy if he likes the direction. So I started painting it, and you know my, like, if you remember my Erica, I painted some time ago, or at least posted some time ago. Give me a second. So here is Erica, and this is more or less like sketched, right? But she was meant to have like the same skin color. It's not saturated right now, like the paint is not covering, so it's not as pink as it should be. But the end effect is to have like the same hair, the same skin. But I wanted to change her dress into holographic navy blue. And Loki, please don't. Guys, can you hear me? Because Loki started tiptoeing over the keyboard, and I'm not sure if he changed something. Lokuś, come here. I got the kitty. You are not escaping, Lokuś. So yeah, I started painting this one, and I want it to be navy blue, non-metallic, like hollow, going into very dark blue in the darker areas and into pinks and greens, as you can see. But I also want in very dark areas to be the little like glittery effect, stars effect visible. So I want to combine hollow with stars basically. And I wonder if it will turn like okay. So this is like my next experiment for something more complicated. To assess, it was a great event for sure. For sure, I was just a short ton of people. I used to seeing each other a few times a year who hadn't seen each other for 2 years, and wanting to connect with everyone again, which was a yeah, like the for me, I didn't know most of the people, and the after party at the hotel was the best ever. Like every evening, and I think that it lasted longer than the usual Scale Model Challenge. So basically, World Model Expo was organized by the similar people, at least partially, and in the same place as usually Scale Model Challenge is organized. So, and Scale Model Challenge is on Saturday and Sunday, and World Model Expo that year happened on Friday, Saturday and Sunday, so it was a day longer, and also a lot of people came a day earlier. So there was more after parties basically. So more bonding, more meeting people, and it was great. Like, I loved it really. Yeah, we hear your just fine. Nothing looks changed. Cool, because Loki sometimes just loves to take his little furry ass and put it somewhere on the keyboard, and he changes something, and I don't know what and how. And I'm always afraid on the street that he will just DJ something and remix my settings. SMC is 2 days, WMU was 3 days, and a lot of people arrived a day early. It was great, and I, in my opinion, it should be more often. Or people, I know that it's hard to organize because a lot of people have like the day job and the painting night job, right? But it would be nicer if more people arrived like more on the day earlier and have the more time to, you know, connect, spend more time, because some people are on the rush and they arrive just on time and then they leave just after, and it's just not enough. I met you went to there. Yeah, you did. Honestly, I was very surprised that like the Americans came, and it was nice to see you there. It was nice to chat, and like it was because I didn't travel a lot in my life. In part, like right now, I'm traveling a lot, right? Because people just want me to see here and there, so I go. But before that, I didn't travel that much, and I was from a small village, not used to bigger cities. So you know, I didn't in general meet that many people like in real life. And then I started going out to people, and actually one of the first bigger like travels was actually WME for me, and I instantly met like you, for example, so it was nice to, you know, become in touch with really like different people than my usual like environment, let's call it like that. I mostly just want a winter time show. The gap between the last show of the year and the first one next year is so long. Yeah, it is, and I was actually thinking about like if I was to make like this how to call it exhibition, not competition but exhibition, which month would be perfect, and so people would like travel as well, and I think that something in the spring would be good. For the first edition, I think that one of the months later in the year could be good, because not that many people would come, because the time is very short and taken by other events. But then for the second edition, where it would be more perfected, let's call it like that, the beginning of the year would be beneficial. And just all go to Australia in January for Crimson. Yeah, like the issue with Australia is that it's so far away, and I would actually want to travel to Australia again. When I was in Australia, I really wanted to come this year again, but then like other opportunities happened, and you know, I have to split my time. And again, like I don't want to travel again somewhere for a month and a half. Like, you know, I needed a shorter travels this year, and just Australia couldn't happen this year, but I hope that I will be able to come again in like maybe a year or 2 years, because I love it there, and I really appreciate the time I could spend there with and people I met there. I didn't have to appreciate the spiders though. Is MSS not considered winter time because I am always freezing there? MSS is kind of winter, right? But I would say that November is more like a in general and what's the name? Autumn. Okay, so it's, I think in my mind it's more of a autumn, and December, January and February is more like the winter time, I would say. When it goes to weather, at least. Yeah, and like right now, if you are in Europe, so competitions happen in January and February. Competitions happen in Australia and in the US. Okay, I think that I will glue it like this. I like it going through the middle. Lucky, please go away. Sure, go away. Yeah, I looked and it's like 30 hours of travel for me each way. It is. I think that if you are lucky, you can get 20, and also if you have a lot of money to pay. My travel back from Australia took me like 40 hours or something like that, because I missed one connection, because we got delayed in, I think, I don't remember, in Kuwait, I think, because that was not the official information, but if I got the information right, someone was trying to get into the plane, like hide into the plane, and they had to take their time checking all of the planes on the particular airplane area, and my plane was there, so they had to spend a few hours looking through airplanes. So we were unlucky, and we missed one connection because of that. And then we had to wait, and we were home after 40 hours, and it was just overkill. Also, I got trouble with my sinuses, and every landing was so much pain. Oh my god, I didn't know, and I wasn't prepared. You never need shoes, right? Dave, what are you talking about? You don't even need shoes at Monte. It's so hot. It hurts me to see that, bro. It hurts me too. If I go to Crimson, I will just get a one-way ticket and move there. I would say like it's very cool over there in Australia, and I really like the people. It's very chill, and like people are different, and I was actually like surprised knowing that the government in Australia is so shady, and yeah, because the people are so cool and so fine, and the government is just like Loki, come here, I will bet you. I can send you Loki for time being. Maybe he will survive. From Indonesia back with delays and such took me and my wife 60 hours. But you survived, and now you can tell the tale of your survival. Guys, do you think that I should add more, like, to make it totally overgrown? because right now it's like kind of tasteful, and then if I will add one more, I think that it will be too much. But also we can just make a ball of greenery over there. And again, Haze Studio is a sponsor of this stream. If you want to check their site, here is the link, hazestudioMiniatures.com. And let's see if I save the, yeah, this is the link to their store. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it, and then maybe I will glue a few like random leaves here and then later, because I need to primer it actually with a primer, so I will have to paint those. Also, I'm very curious how the texture will look like, and I have like this much ivy. It took so much time to get this ivy done. Seriously, I hope that with the tufts it will go easier. I can like glue it over here like that, maybe. What do you think? To repeat the pattern, and maybe a little bit over here, or maybe I should leave it and just see where it will match, because also I can place it like. I think that it would be nicer if it will be creeping over her leg, right? What do you think? And it could be like end somewhere here. Yeah, I think that I will take it like that. Also, we haven't gotten any tufts yet. Yes, exactly, and we need to go into the tufts. So let's proceed. I really did not anticipate that it will take so much time. Okay, so I'm always apprehensive of using this kind of tufts, because like this kind of tufts, because I'm not sure if the flowers will match, but maybe we should use it. Guys, should I use those? Yes or no? The first answer I will listen on the chat. I think that it may work nicely. Use them. I will. Done. Yeah. So I will use them, and I think that I don't need to cut them. Actually, I usually like to trim the tufts when I'm using them. Okay, so I will just keep the camera like that, and I usually do UHU glue. You know, the white glue that everyone uses, but sadly I ran away of this glue because it dried up too much. Where is like, oh, those tufts are actually very good. I should use them. Those I like a lot, so I will use those as well. And I had somewhere I had more of them, but I don't know where they went. Okay, I would actually like to put them here, but I need to like force them into there and then make the stuff work. Oh, Jesus Christ. It doesn't look that well, but I think that if I will add more stuff around, it will work better. Kinda, or at least I hope so. If I will glue over this area with another tuft, it will fix it. Or at least I believe in it. Okay, so we'll add one more over here. Yeah, it should fix it. And with photo etchy, I feel like that it's super effective to bend every leaf a little, mostly bending them with a certain bend. It means that every leaf, you don't just have one plane of. Yeah, I did that. I'm not sure if you were here then, but I did that, and I suppose that's why it took so much time. For me, it's the first time with the etched anything, so. Or at least, if I remember correctly, this is the first time. Oh, guys, you know what? I think, like, having, like, this, like, not a wall as a background, but, like, maybe make a background so there would be some color on it, but then putting, like bendy, some kind of, like, decorative, metallurgy like shapes, like when you have a fancy fence or a fancy like a gate to something, like maybe something like that would be cool, and then it could be overgrown. What do you think? Or she may look like she's sitting under the fence somewhere, so maybe not. Phone screen. Thank you for your dedication for following the stream on the camera, right? So on the phone, not on the camera. I just hope that those tufts will work nicely, because I haven't used this kind of texture ever before. Like ever, maybe not ever, but it's not very often for me. And I don't feel very confident, so this is the experiment for me. Ah, my finger! But again, if I will be good at washing it later, everything should be fine, right? It will be fine. More tufts. We have like the stash of tufts, looks like this, and we have a lot of them. That's why I'm not afraid of using them. I have a lot of moss. I even have this kind of grass, and I don't know when I will use it ever. Oh, you have something like this. This is funny, actually. No idea how it works, or where can I use it in a realistic way. Okay, I'm happy with the amount of moss I have over here, but also some of it is kind of squished and it's not happy looking. Okay, I will focus on those stuff because I have a lot of them. Perfect. And then with the smaller tufts, I will make them creep up the dress. Doesn't mash on more vegetation, I think, and overgrown look would contrast great with the smooth surface. Yeah, I want to mash it. One of Australian painters in Ben and Bunny's Discord did a fun mock-up for an idea with Seb's tea lady as an old man with a plant shop. Oh! You could do her as like soil, earth, and have tufts and plants growing up out of it. Yeah, that would be cool. I have to see it. Oops, oops, oops. Damn, that's so cool. I love it. But the idea is taken, right? Like it's his. I would be happy to. Oops. I would be happy to make it. Actually, it's perfect. So good. I love this kind of ideas. Oh my god, where is my OBS? But see, it's getting somewhere already, I think. Okay, quicker, more I will also open this. Okay, so I can actually close my wet palette because I am not using it, and also I may pack some tufts accidentally in the water or in the paint, which would be worse. I love this idea, and this kind of stuff is like my favorite in general. Oh my god. Chop chop, right? I've never glued it with this kind of glue, and I just hope that it will look okay in the end. I will maybe take some very small scissors in the end, and I will maybe trim some of the tufts here and there. Okay, I glued my dings shut. He told me I don't think I'll actually do the tea lady, hopefully someone else might, but it needs a signed top quality tufting, David Cowell approved. Okay, I will do it then. I have the lady, I will do it. I love this idea. Oops. Big patch. If you say tufting, quality tufting, I'm here for it. Did actually Dave Cowell came up with this idea, or someone else? Because I would like to know who to give the credit. If you're worried, I can ask him. Yeah, sure, please ask him. I will call the work Crimson Tuft. Josh Underhill, oh, I love his works, and I met him, and I was very happy about that. Yeah, he was in I think that he was in Brisbane workshops, if I remember correctly. I will message him as well. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, like he painted this mermaid. I won't show it on screen, but Jesus Christ, like this kind of painting, I love it. Like it's so beautiful. Like, you know, it's technically well done as well, but like he's very good, like conceptual painter as well. He's not painting a lot, but I hope that he will, because I'm really into his vibe. Okay, so I'm doing here like more bushy tufts, and I will try to find nice, like lovely tufts that is shorter, so something like this, and I will build it to go to the like higher and creep up the dress. Although the face looks like Mads Mikkelsen to me. Is it really, or are you a hater? I'm not sure if I want to see it. No, I personally don't see Mads Mikkelsen, and I will stop looking at it before I will start seeing it. This is not the Mads I'm looking for. This is not the way, Minimancer. Don't do it to me. But I understand, like, you know, different life experiences, different stuff we've seen. So I totally understand. You can. She may be your maths. I don't want her to be my maths. Okay, so this stuff goes to trash because it's overly flat, and I don't enjoy it. And this stuff, like, it's kind of flat as well, but maybe you can revive it or just cut this part. Okay, got it. This should work better. Or it's kind of stiff anyway. Like, it works. It looks better on camera, honestly. I think that it got too much glue, or because it's on the band, maybe it didn't go well with the transportation. I don't know. I want to paint Niobe from Inu as a water lady, and I am going to attempt water drops. Nice. I think this is a nice idea for her. Also, like, very fresh. I didn't see this kind of interpretation on her, so it would be cool to see it actually. Do it. Hey, thank you for the ride. Today we are gluing tufts to miniature, to this beautiful queen. She will be a spring queen, and I already glued some photo etched ivy on her, and I have somewhere else like more ivy, but right now I can't locate it, so I won't demonstrate it. But we have glue and we have tufts, and also we have a lot of fun with it. So hey guys, I hope that you will enjoy. Okay, right now over here. Right now I'm gluing tufts to the base, but also I will glue some tufts like creeping up her dress. So I don't know, some experimentation. Hopefully it will turn out well. Hello, I need to write and run. It's time to feed my kids. Good luck with that, and yeah, may the kids be happy and cheerful. I leave the vlog in your care. Thank you. Welcome under my wings. Hello over here. I like to paint miniatures, and right now I'm painting the queen from Haze Studio miniatures. The URL is over here. If you want to check their stuff, go there, and this is their latest release, and also they are a sponsor of this stream, so yeah, I hope that you will like this miniature and maybe click on their store or something. Like, give me a second. Did yeah, I closed it again. God damn it, so unprepared. Haze Studio. Okay, I'm gonna link the store also. Yeah, and if you would like to follow me or my painting, oh, thank you, Minimancer. I can count on you. And also here is my Instagram. Give me a second. Very high quality stuff over there. I did very nice reel today. Hey Nalan! Bam! Self-insert. Yeah, so if you want, you can go check out Haze Studio or check out my IG. Only quality stuff everywhere. Of course, because we aim for the perfection in art, right? Or imperfection. And yeah. That's it. Now we will focus on gluing some more stuff. Okay, a little bit patch came out. Those tufts are from Mini Nature, the ones I'm using, like those, and they don't have any kind of glue underneath. And some tufts have the glue, and I prefer tufts that have the glue, like the glue that I can use that is activated. I think that I need to go more for those kind of tufts, the leafy ones, so I will go for it. This maybe is a little bit too big, but not diversified enough, but let it be. We will see how it goes. I'm going for, like, to a set, I'm going for very diverse patches of tufts and building this. Oh my god. Okay, this tuft is a fail. And by having a lot of them, I want to create like this illusion of like abundance and something natural. Yeah. And right now they are like all different with different shades of green, and I will go over them and basically wash them, but with an airbrush. So I will do a filter of green over them, and I will dry brush them a little bit to, you know, let them catch the same vibe, basically. Epic Duck Studios, very cool name. Okay, I think that I should add a little bit of the higher tufts over here as well, because if I will, like, these tufts over here should be already creeping a little bit higher, so I will maybe add a tuft with the flower there. Something like this. And then it will transform into the... Is it a good idea? Yeah, I think so. So I will do it. And just trying to bonk it under the stuff. Maybe this one over here. I wanted to watch some Netflix, and there is a new series which is like, it's a Polish series, so I don't know if it's available anywhere, and if anyone out of Poland would like to watch anything on Netflix that is not English, or I know in your native language, because some subtitles are sometimes hard. But there's this Polish series, it's called 7060 or something like that, so it's supposed to be the year in which it's happening, so it's 1760, so 7060, and it's about Polish aristocracy, and it's so good. Like, it's a comedy, and it's like, the guy who wrote the screenplay, he wrote a Polish version of The Office, and in my opinion his The Office was kind of cringy, but he, like, transformed as a creator and was able to translate The Office into this medieval, like, it's not medieval, but like Renaissance Poland. And the guys, like, you know, you have like this historical characters, and of course, like, obviously in Renaissance or in Baroque, there were no cameras, right? But you have like interviews with the characters, and they are talking to the camera, like interviews in The Office, and it's so, you know, ingenious and so creative, and I love it. Okay, so we will trim some of the bushes with those little lovely scissors. And what is going on? Guys, did I lose my connection again? Did the stream broke? Again? Guys, hello, hello? Hey guys, can you type anything in the chat? Guys, is anyone here? Oh no, did I lose the connection? Oh no, you are here. No, because yesterday I lost the connection with the internet, and I was afraid that it happened again. So I'm not sure if I was supposed to keep talking to you guys or if I'm talking just to myself. Because I got a random refresh on my other soft and it started logging in again to some of my accounts. And I got confused, sorry guys. Okay, it looks better right now when it's a little bit short, right? I'm listening, I'm just catching up on messages on the side. Cool. So yeah, I wanted to watch this show on Netflix, on Polish Netflix, and it's actually very cool and very like I don't know, very big inspiration. And in the beginning I actually thought that it's kind of lame because I saw a lot of Polish The Office in it, but then I rewatched some of the episodes and it's pretty good, I have to say. And also there's like this traditional Polish music, like Polish folk music, which is very energetic and very cool, and for a few days I was listening on a loop to this one song, and yeah, I just took a lot of inspiration from it. I actually need to translate it into some kind of art, but I don't have the idea yet. No! Sorry, my glue fell down. Thank you for the follow. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, so the TUFT started creeping on, like creeping up, right? We are getting there. I think that the effect will be pretty cool. We just need to work on it a little bit more. Yeah, but we are going there. Oh, sorry, over here I think that I could add longer tufts, so I will try to find those. I had some somewhere, but I don't know where they went. I also have like this kind of violet ones, but I don't think that they are good for this one. I think that I want to have like the most color over here, and over here it will be more green and yellow. And like, for example, like this one, I think that is way too much. It's like unnatural in a way. Had to step away. Yeah, thanks. Sorry guys for like summoning you all, but I honestly was afraid that like I lost the connection, and like I don't know what happens when my internet breaks, if the stream is still going on and then I'm just appearing again, or is it like ending and my OBS is just continuing to you know, just tape everything this going on. And those tufts are actually with glue, so they are a little bit better in my opinion. Like they are easier to work with. And just chop 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 over there. Like it's not actual chop chop, but it's like, you know, chop chopping is fun. I like to trim most of my tufts to make them more organic. So I didn't trim most of those because I knew that they will be like clamped together, but when I'm doing a base that has in particular longer tufts, so anything longer I qualify as not being moss. So for example, this is the usual tuft for me, and it's this height, and it's usually sold as moss, even though for like 28mm miniature, in my opinion, this is grass, because you know different scales work differently with different accessories, stuff like that. And so for my bases, I like using moss for the grass actually. And anything that is a little bit longer, I like to trim. And you can see like right now the positioning is not the best because it was laying flat, but it looks like much better right now, much more organic. And sometimes I would go even like, I did this kind of trimming, so angled around, but also you can go like just chop into it to make it like less dense. And more jagged, not jagged. So something like that. I don't know, maybe on the camera the difference is not that big, but you know, trimming your bushes is very important. Okay, and right now it looks like that over there. And over there, I don't think that I trimmed enough, so I will go back with the scissors and chop chop. And you know, you can actually glue some tufts in some places and then go over it with the scissors and basically like cut them into a nicer sizes, stuff like that. Sometimes if you want it to look more realistic, you can try to like avoid this clumpiness effect, because usually the grass sold by most of the companies is like in this perfect clumps, round clumps, and it kind of doesn't look that natural. And for example, when you are doing like, when you can see like those GW bases, right? They usually have like those very artificial bases that don't look like realistic at all, and most of the tufts are like those perfectly round clumps of grass, and in my opinion it usually looks like shit. So either you can go for this kind of aesthetics, so kind of fake a little bit, but maybe on purpose. I think that it's worse when it's kind of fake, but it's randomly fake, so unconsciously. If you want it to look fake, then it's okay, but if you want to make a nice natural base, in my opinion, it's better to take your scissors and then chop everything. Give your base a haircut, basically. And right now with those, I don't like how it goes like angle, so and then up. I think that's like over here I could have like a longer tuft and I can just cut it to hide the angle over here, and I will try to do it. It's on distant planet that you could almost excuse anything, couldn't you? Yeah, on the distant planet I can accept overpriced paints and primers, no biggie, because you know on distant planet the export fees are very high, so they need to charge much more. Actually, when I was in Australia, like I had to buy Chaos Black, guys. It's so pricey over there. Like it's not like, it's like I don't remember how much it costs because I don't buy it that much, but it costs like, I don't know, 50 zlotys, which is like, no, not a little, but not too much. But in Australia it was actually twice more, and it was kind of painful. Okay, please stand up, Tuft. Up, up. And I don't like this one. So something like that, maybe. I hope that it will look alright with those tufts creeping over here. And I think that I can start gluing moss over here, all around. Maybe I will glue a higher tuft over here and over here, but in the front I think that I want to have moss. Moss. But I will start with higher moss. Because we have different heights of moss as well. Like, see, this is the perfect grass for like 28mm character. Not this thing. This is nice bush or bush, but this is just very short grass, right? And this is sold as moss. So just buy moss, use on everything moss, and in general, in my opinion, you should be fine. This is not gluing on itself. Okay, so again we need to glue everything, but also I need a little bit more natural moss. And over here I have moss, so this moss over here is much flatter, right? You can see the difference. See? Like, this is like 2mm and this is like 1mm. So this is moss, this one over here, and this is nice grass for 28mm. Oh, this is a nice color. I want this one. This one over here. Yeah, I will use it a lot. Because this red one, you can kind of see that it's sticking out, and it's okay that it's sticking out, but I will use just a few of them here and there to just add this colorful addition. But I want to use like similar colors of the tufts all around to make the grass match in general. Okay, this is a little bit big. Never mind. And then like we have this difference between like this tuft over here and this moss, so I can cut a little bit of this tuft so it would be angled and like just go nicely from kind of tuft, higher tuft into the lower tuft. Are you planning to paint later bushes with airbrush? Yes, I want to. I think that I will go with this cold green wash I was using yesterday on those areas of gold, and I will go with this wash, and then I will try to highlight it a little bit with this warm green paint going over it. So this is the plan, and I hope that it will look nice. Also, I have to say that this kind of the cyanoacryl, I hope that this name works the same in English. That this glue works pretty well with gluing tufts, but I still prefer the white glue over it. Okay, I could use like something different, like maybe this. Okay, this glue over here is not gluing anymore. you can kind of see the difference. So like between those tufts and those tufts over here, the wash will make it go away, but also I can take those tufts and actually trim them down and put them in some areas as a lower tuft. So I will just diversify and cut it down a little bit. CA glue, I think that this is the name. CA glue, I usually use it because I am not patient. I don't like using CA glue because my sinuses hurt after it. I don't know, is it some kind of allergy? I'm not sure. And I prefer the PVA glue. I think this is the name of this less invasive glue, the white glue I was thinking about. Hey y'all, thank you for the subscribe. Yeah, so see, it will fit nicely over here, and it's a little bit smaller, not as tall. I'm not sure actually what to do with this edge of the base, because I don't have the base. I was actually meant to buy it and I forgot it, so I need to buy this base, but I need the base for this project and I don't have the base yet, and I may maybe try to build it myself in a way, but still I don't know how to merge like this unevenness with this. Oh, I know, I could just like build little stairs, but on each stair there will be like vegetation, and that would also match the queeniness, right? So the queen, it will be nice to have the stairs with the queen. Yeah, so there will be a little bit of dirt visible over here, I think. So I will, and then I will like stack the stairs, and maybe they could be longer in front of her. And there could be like little animals sitting in front of her, like having the audience, guys. Am I thinking right? Do you like the idea of the queen giving the audience to the animals? Maybe I could find like this, like any kind of cute animal, and I could like, but fantasy animal, and I could put it in front of her so she would be listening to it. Yeah, this, you know, the layers of the interpretation are working together, and it's starting to actually show up in a nice way. I hope that the feet will be visible underneath this grass. So yeah, we are going for the audience interpretation. Audience, is it called like that in English? I think Honor Guard Oliver has many things on the side. Yeah, but can I buy STLs over there? I have some of his 3D prints. I have like he's selling 3D prints, and I'm not sure if I want to buy the 3D printed already. And also this is like he has 75mm scale, but she's bigger than 75. And I'm not sure if the animals from Oliver will work. I think that they will be too small, too tiny. And I have a printer, so I can print like a bunny or something on my own, and that the bunny could be a little bit bigger. Or some kind of fairy, maybe. You know, I'm sure that I have some kind of random animals I could use. I have, like, there was this one set from Beyond Miniatures, and they did like this crazy set with crazy animals. Like there is, in this set, there is like one very funny turtle, and there is like this winged cat that is licking his bottoms, right? He's in very funny position. don't add secondary characters unless there's a specific and important purpose to it. If it doesn't add to the main character's story or identity in a significant way, it's only detract. Yeah, but I think that it may actually add. Like, I will see how it works with the composition. But if I had like the base built, because I usually try to avoid like unnecessary additions later, but if I was actually to create the background with the flowing, I think that background and foreground could be too much actually. I'm not sure, but it may be too much. But if I build the base like more to the front but in a triangle way, and it would focus like over here, then there could be like a animal sitting in front of her, and we would have like this composition kept, and I can paint those areas over here much darker, so we will have like this line of focus in front of her. And I can paint her eyes like they are like partially shut, so she would look like she's looking down a little bit, because right now she's looking front a lot, and I think that maybe something could work like that. Where's my blue tack? Or maybe just use this cap. Will it look cool? I'm not sure. Maybe it wouldn't, because she's looking too much to the front. But I think that it would be a very cool idea with this spring audience. Good as long as you keep it in mind. It's super common to just add more, not really with a purpose, and it just ends up stealing attention from the main story. Even like a squirrel or her lap. Yeah, like squirrel could work because there is not that much going on, and I actually like right now for me. I had like this general idea for the character, but I don't think that she has any like of a main like focus element in her. Like, she doesn't have like this, aside of like general vibe, she doesn't have like this any kind of story going in this composition, and actually that would add something that is, in my opinion, right now missing. So I try to stay, you know, conscious about stuff like that. So but I know that I cannot overdo it, so I'm conscious about that too. I have it in mind. So it's like talking to her but not drawing attention far from her face. This is obviously just my point of view, but I see it all the time, people adding more hours and more miniatures because it feels empty and it just dilutes what's already there. Yeah, like I think that there could be something more in this composition, because there is not that much into it anyway, and you know, it wouldn't be adding that much because it would be just one small figure in front of her, so it would be just, you know, one more element, and it wouldn't be like, I'm not looking for like to add more, but I actually think that it could be a cool idea, and I am aware that just never-ending addition is not good, so I consciously usually avoid it. Okay, so those most TUFTs are becoming very boring very quickly, so I think that I will go into those from mini nature, which are very short, like pretty quickly, to create like more texture. Like a squirrel giving her a flower even could be good. That would be good actually, but I would need to 3D print a flower then, I think. But also we were thinking about butterflies, so maybe if I will add butterflies on her crown, then maybe we can skip the squirrel in front of her. Yeah. So I don't know, I will consider it. Then the CA glue is like it's drying too fast. It's working too well. Okay, over here I think that I made a mistake with gluing the moss because it goes like too big difference. Okay, I can happily I can take it away. Oh yeah. So maybe it can stay over here. Yeah, and I will add higher but trimmed tufts in between the higher tufts and the moss over there. That's a great option right there. That would be add an additional the squirrel idea, storytelling element to the main character. That to me would make sense. Yeah, I think that could be interesting. But also I will see, because we were talking about the butterflies before and I forgot about that, and maybe the butterflies would be enough actually. I have a miniature of Lady Godiva, and this is basically this naked lady riding the horse. It's from Golem Miniatures, and I wanted to give the horse a unicorn horn, and I wanted to create her as spring as well, you know, so basically this unicorn would be green, and like this flower, like he would be white turning green, and flowers would be flowing down his mane and stuff like that, and they would like approach the earth, like turning winter into maybe spring. I'm not sure if it's not too literal, but something like that. And I think that the animals would be okay there, like following the unicorn, but also creating the base for it would be very complicated, because this miniature is meant to be on a flat base, and complicated design placed on a flat base, flat big base, usually don't present that well, or doesn't. So with that one, the issue would be repositioning his legs maybe a little bit, so I could create like this kind of base with the slope. I actually I don't have the idea how to construct this this base yet, but also I'm not sure if I will ever get into this project. So right now it looks like this, and we take the scissors and we chop. You don't have to always chop your bushes, but always remember to paint them, because this way they will look more organic and more like part of the base, because usually they look very artificial without any kind of, you know, extra, even dry brush. And see? Much more natural. So right now our base presents like this. and I think that it's becoming more and more interesting. And because we have a lot of brushes, a lot of tufts, it looks like it's very diversified and very interesting. I could, of course, like, I have like those little marigolds, so I could try to glue them here and there later. I will see. But I think that we actually need something even longer. So, for example, like those, where are those? Okay, I have something like that. I could add it as well later, like for detailing. So some vines or some, you know, plants creeping here and there. But also I have like this fern. Okay, so fern, this is, if there are any people who started watching before and missed the ivy, it was like basically flat and I had to scrump it a bit and position it like that. And yeah, it comes like this in a flat sheet of metal. And I could actually take like those ferns and like put them behind the throne, stuff like that. Maybe it's just because I am painting her of the moon and she has the bunny in her lap. Yeah, the bunny is very cute, but I think it works well for composition. It doesn't pull focus very far from her face. I thought so. I like the idea of a bunch of forest critters on her feet having cord and talking to her, but in my own constraints and not having text, it's hard to make it work. But a cute little critter giving a gift is something that visually tells a story. Everybody, everybody do the job. I really like this this idea, but also to make her not like a bitch. Basically, she would have to look at the critter, and she's looking face front, and she looks kind of cold and disconnected. So. In this case, I wouldn't put her in the lap, but if I was able to, you know, cut her head off or like just glue it in a slightly different direction, I think that would be very cool, cool idea, because also like her stance is very protective and she looks very mighty, I would say. So like if the critter was placed over here, we would have like this nice triangle of the composition, and the critter would be inside, inside. So inside, like the shape of her, you know, of her frame. So it will look protected, and she would look strong and yet connected to the creature, and this way it would look cool. And right now she looks kind of cold and disconnected, and I don't want to trigger like this, you know, connection. Because I don't want to have cold queen, I want to have like a nice and warm queen. Let's call it like that. Okay, and again, I will go with a longer tuft over here in the middle, and I will glue it just in this crevice over here, and I will cut it to the size and shape later, so it will end up angled. Also, I can like kind of overfloat the dress with the CA glue, because it usually dries matte. Or if it's like kinda white, I can go over it with a varnish and it should disappear in theory. So I'm not very like afraid of overdoing it right now. Okay, I will maybe add like something like this over here. It's covering most of the flowers, but we need something longer, I think, in front. I actually regret not putting like those longer over here. I did that with my son of Anya. I thoroughly chopped his head off and changed where he was facing. Yeah, it's, in my opinion, it's a perfect solution. If you have something particular in mind for your project, but when I'm in the middle of the project and, you know, I don't want to change something, so I'm not ready to chop off this already painted head, I think that I should restrain from doing some of the changes, because this way the end effect could be underwhelming, right? So, or in general, like opposite. So you would like to create like this very nice queen that is correlating with the squirrel, but because lack of the movement of the head, she could look like a beach basically, right? So that's why it's good to be like aware of the amount of changes you could or should make in the middle of the project. Okay, this tuft is unflattering, sadly. Okay, I need this one, sadly, but I need a not as wide one. I didn't success in taking not wide one. But he's a little goblin and doesn't have all that hair. Son of Oni. Oh, this is the goblin, right? Oh, sorry, I thought about like this. Wilhan painted him like this orc with a mace. I thought that you were talking about this one. Now I know. Little goblin on the big, yeah. Did your copy had like those printing residue on the base? Because I saw that some copies had like those, basically like those 3D printing stairs visible, like those, you know, and like I was very not impressed with the quality of the cast. If you would like to clean it up, it would take so much work for you. I don't remember having to do much cleanup on him. Okay, so maybe they like you got the better mold, but my friends from like Polish Discord, they had like not friends, but one friend had very bad example of cast from Big Child. And I was actually amazed how bad it was. Oh no! Please don't roll on me, Mr. TUFT. God damn it. Okay, so right now we are losing the how to call it, like the proportions of the queen, because we have like this much greenery creeping up, and we are losing like the darkness of the skirt, and the proportions are just changing. When I will go with the darker layer over those tufts, darker something like this, visually the dress will elongate, so the colors will change it a lot. And I don't need like the perfect blend in between the tufts and the dress. I will go in like flatter or more flat tufts in a minute, but I can also try to blend it with the texture painted by brush. So I will try to do it like maybe on the next stream. But in between the streams I will do some work, so it will be more smooth and less time consuming. It's too uniform, so I have to go for different kind of tuft. Okay, let me have a look on the goblin. My non-metallic metal is still definitely one of my weaker techniques, but I get the point across. Okay, let's have a look. I like that you put him in black and white in the end. You are getting better. Yeah, I think that right now, like aside of like more hold on the technique, because you are going in the right direction, and you know the technique is one thing, and then like let's call it like different tricks you can do to make the miniature more like I know, in one vibe, and this is like the other topic. And I think that right now you understand the colors and the values good enough, and you can start thinking about adding colored shadows, for example. So keep the highlights as they are, but try adding, for example, like violet into the shadows or something. So you will bring more like atmosphere into your painting. Yeah. It's so much fun to pull out all the different tufts and have them spread all over your desk, and just, yeah, it is. I like it. It's not that much because I have like how to call it. I have a lot of chaos on my desk right now, so I don't have that much space actually. But you know, I can just grab here and there and get the tuft and be happy about that. And I like it as well. Also, like gluing the tufts is very relaxing for me and fun, so I enjoy doing it. It's fun. Okay, this one is too small actually. I need the bigger one. More tufts. Oh, sorry guys for obscuring with my giant head. I actually have giant head, guys. This is something that you will know now about me. I have a big head, and that turned out like positive once in my life, where I bought a hat that looks like it has cat ears, and it looked like shit on my friend who has a very small head, like more proportionate, I would say. And it looked like shit on her, but it looked perfect on me because once in a life someone made a product that is meant for a big-headed people, basically. and I'm usually on the more unlucky side of I don't know, this clothing department. Yeah, it is vibing. Playing with TUFTs. I'm vibing with the spring, guys. And again, I will remind you all, I was my paint. I didn't hear anything right now. What is going on? I have to do a sound alert. I was my TUFT. I will actually try to add. Okay, so something is broken and I don't know what. I have to fix it. I'm very sorry about that. But thank you for the coins, right? I'm very grateful for your attempt. And sorry that it didn't work. Yeah, I will create the TUFT emote. I just need to remember how to add them actually to my Twitch, but it's not so complicated, right? Okay, should I add it this high? I don't think so. Should I add it over here? No, don't think so there. I think that I will just keep it like that, visible. The shape is not flattering over here, but maybe over here, or maybe over here. Can I return your currency? Do you know? So it won't be wasted. I'm trying to comb this TUFT into the other TUFT, but it's not working that well, at least. There's a way, but it's not a big deal. Okay, thank you, Dan. I appreciate your donation. Tearing a big piece like that into smaller bits, I find makes it much easier to find a good place. Yeah, I agree, but I was too lazy right now. I will be honest, I was too lazy. But I found it way. Usually when it's too big, if you squish hard enough, it will start working. Yeah, but I like the shape in which it's going. I think that I will leave it like this, more natural, so the leg will be kind of visible. I will maybe try to trim those tufts around a little bit, so the feet will be more visible again. And then I will right now try to add like those the most like flat tufts, and they also catch a lot of color. It's very easy to color them and even sometimes go overboard with it. And I will just try to add them over here, and then I think I will grab an airbrush. I'm not gluing anything in the back because I don't know if I won't get rid of this over here, and how much I actually need to be covered with tufts over there. So I'm keeping like that. I will like fix it later. Yeah, so those over here. Do I have anything else? This is quite flat. I have those which are very dark, but I don't think that I want to use them. Do I? But they look kind of good. But they are also a lot darker, so I need to decide. I will go with those, I think. Also, I have a lot of, I have a lot like more of those, so it's emotionally easier for me to use them, because they won't I won't finish them quickly. Oh, this is cool, like I got a line of tufts. It's too long for that, maybe over here I think it will be nice. Vegetation is looking good, great by the way. I need some sleep now, Tzahli. I'll come hang another time. Thank you, Tue, for coming by. It was nice to chat. And see you next time. Good night, Tue. Always nice to bump into you later, bro. You too, mate. Yeah. Bye bye. Oh my god, I glued it to my dings. Okay, please hold, please hold. It's not holding. God damn it. But I know where I want to place it, and it's over here, and now I just need to be quick, find it again. You cannot see which types I'm choosing, but right now I'm thinking like this one over here. Looks nice. And see, like this glue looks kind of glossy on the areas where it's drying like without any tuft coverage, so it's like it should become flat surface when it dries. So it's not that bad if you have something visible. Because I will probably overpaint there anyway. Will you be at SMC or MSS? I may be at both this year, and I am like talking about MSS, not like I may be there, but I'm not sure, but I will probably be there because like I was planning not to go, but my friends told me that they want to, that they will be there. Basically friends. Jared is going to Monty, and I want to spend some time with Jared and with other people. Like I will be happy to meet with you, Dave, for example, right, or with Tue. So basically my plan for Monty is because I decided not to, probably I won't participate in any, like, or in most of the competitions this year. So my plan is to go to Monty, spend some time with friends, eat some good stuff, and that's it. So I will probably not participate in the competition, but I will be there to hang out and, I don't know, have some good spaghetti, stuff like that. Good spaghetti, right? This is the there are competitions and there are stuff that matters in life, and good food matters. Let's be honest. I will participate this year in Golden Demon because I haven't before, and it's nice advertisement for a painter. So I decided to go, you know, sell out for Golden Demon this year. I will participate in Freak Wars because I really prize this competition, and also you can win cash over there, so you know who wouldn't participate. And I will participate in Nova Open because I want my works to be seen over there. And also I think if I would win something, it would be nice. But also I have no idea what kind of competition there is in Nova Open, so in what I can actually participate. Yes, so this is like, you know, this plan to storm the US in area I have no idea about. Yeah, so guys, this looks pretty good, right? Right? I'm happy with that. I will glue a little bit over here, and then I will proceed into airbrushing. And also I was about to finish streaming at midnight, but you know, again, there are stuff that are important in life, and finishing the TUFTs is the stuff that matters today for me. Sounds great. I should have 2 entries in open and hopefully 1 in sculpt at Monty. I thought that was still a secret, I think. Oh right, it was a secret. I'm not going to Nova, guys. Sorry. I think it's the best competition in the US, but that may be biased. But do you have like the, let's call it like the usual categories? So I don't know, full figure, stuff like that, or is it like more into gaming? Because I know that you had the crystal brush, right, before, and it was like the more traditional competition, but then it died. And I actually heard some Americans going like, yeah, like painting competitions are fun, but when the miniatures are painted too well, it's not fun for us because we want to see like usual mortals painting, and we don't want to see like those kick-ass miniatures that are painted by some random Polish painters. And people were actually hating the pro painting. So I was wondering in which direction it went. I think, okay, I read it already. Maybe I will take it away from under the camera because I need to have it closer to my head. Sorry guys. I'm trying to trim the tufts around her feet, as I said before. It's better. If I had more overhead light, something like that, it's looking like that, and I think it is better. You have large scale, small scale bust, you need vehicle the haiku. I may have forgotten one, but I heard no complaints about pro painters. That's what master's level is for. Okay, cool. And you will have 2 entries in open and hopefully 1 in sculpt at Monty. So, like, is it something you already like premiered on your social media, or are you doing something new? Okay, I will try to trim it over here as well a little bit, but I can do it later as well, so it doesn't matter that much. When I think that I can trim it over here. Oops, sorry guys. Come over here, or get over here. This is the proper quotation from Mortal Kombat, right? Pretty nice. All new pieces, I should really be working on one now. Good luck with that. I'm not airbrushing anything, I'm trying to blow out, basically, do a blow out of the, like, unnecessary residue from the stuff I cut. Okay, so it looks like this right now, and it looks kinda like, you know, diverse and rich. I also have some kind of like, okay, I have the color in my airbrush. Can you see? Yeah, great. So this is the color I wanted to use, and I will just try to paint, and later I will do a dry brush. And it won't cover like completely the base colors. I think that maybe a good idea for this desk would be to get away some of the tufts, because they started flowing everywhere, and also I lost my cap. Okay, it's over here. Okay, let's get this away. Can you see the difference in the tufts? See, this one is totally unfiltered and this one is kinda filtered, and we will just bring everything together as soon as I will get the airbrush to work, because I forgot that I have something over here and it kind of dried up. Oh my god, that's why I don't like airbrushing, I will be honest. You need to be aware of what you are doing with it, and I am usually not aware. I am unconscious airbrush user. I think that the butterflies will be cool on her crown. Yeah. A little bit of water. Where is water? I lost it. Not good, not right. How can I apply it? Oops. I'm applying it with the end of my brush, if anyone is curious. Okay, so now we can reapply, but first I need to find the shade. Is Coelia green shade. Butterflies are going to be nice, pops of color. Yeah, they will be. And also I can do a video about how I'm making those butterflies. And I don't know, do you think that like, would you like to be able to buy like this kind of stuff, like little like laser cut butterflies and stuff like that on my awesome creation shop? Because we are finally close to launching this thing. I'm just waiting for the rest of my casts. Most of them are actually sitting over here. I will show you guys. Here you have 16 owls, and they are blue. Oh shit! And they are heavy. So over here we have the owls. We have 60. We are waiting for like 90 more, and about 20 or 30 veils. And where's my brush? And I'm close to launching my shop, and I was wondering what should I put in the shop. Not oh Jesus. Not TUFT, yeah, LOL, my brand of TUFTS. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I'm actually thinking about TUFTS, but I would just take TUFTS I like from like Mini Nature, for example. I won't put them like right away into the store because I need to, you know, make it work. See, like everything started working together, and it like blurred into like more of texture and less of like different colors, and I think that it's more visible actually on the camera than in the real life. And I can go back with the paint and repaint those flowers, or I can just glue more flowers, like paper flowers. So I was thinking about doing like laser cut flowers and butterflies, stuff like that, because I actually think that 3D printed this kind of like stuff, but 3D printed, it's a bit too thick and too like not natural, and I think that paper works better. And I was wondering if I should maybe add something like that in the future. I want to add my own corks, but I don't want to just take any kind of cork from a factory and, you know, put it on my store and take like €2 for it, but I will color it in purple, so it will be consistent with Awesome Creations brand. And I really want cool bases, and like this one, for example, like this one would be perfect because it's kinda like strange because it's a little bit like, you know, green in some places, and this has very interesting texture, and this is perfect. Like I'm from this guy, I taking like almost all of my bases, and because I just love how he works and I love his like designs, stuff like that. Or like this one, for example, like this is my future box art for my owl. So I'm going for like this crazy non-metallic metal version. You can tell me what you think about this kind of non-metallic metal, because I'm not sure if it's any good, honestly, but I wanted to explore and try it out. Like I want to create like some texture, but the texture I want it to be like more in color than like in realistic, you know, for example, like brush steel. I don't want to have a realistic metal steel, but metal texture, but I want to have fantastic metal texture, basically. That's a really cool print. I mean, it says of metal. Yeah, so I don't think that it's bad, but also I think that I would like to, like in those darker areas, I would like to add like stars. We will see how it goes, but I cannot add too many extra detail, right? Because it needs to kind of look. Oh, hey Ivan! I'm doing like this today. So I just glued a lot of tufts on this lady over here. I'm going to make a tuft tufted all. Yeah, please do it, and I also want to do it. So, but I'm not sure where exactly. I was thinking about like, or maybe painting his cloak, but in like natural leaves, and then painting like wooden armor. Maybe, maybe not. Something like that. But I was talking about bases. I would like to have like something like this on my shop. In my store, because I just love it. Like, it's so fantasy, and you know, I would call it like in fantasy like kinds of wood, so some kind of like maybe weird wood or something like that. Like, look at this, guys. This is so beautiful. I want to have something like that, but the guy doesn't want to agree. So yeah, this will be one of the hardest like endeavors for 2024, to make the guy agree to produce prints for me. Yeah, looks like moonlight to me, which I think works well with owls. It does. Like the non-metallic metal looks like moonlight. Like, if it does, then I'm very happy to hear that, honestly. By the way, this owl is great, but you should really paint your rods. You know what? You know what? I will paint the rod. Like, I will paint it silver. Yeah, like it reflects the moon. I'm very happy to hear that, actually. So yeah, I was going for like this crazy cookie non-metallic metal, but I didn't like have the brain space to sit down and actually, you know, do the Eric stuff. So do like solid 60 hours of painting, and I think that if I did that, I think that I would actually be able to like push this idea into existence, because this is something like I work this way the most on those kind of like creative ideas, at least creative for me, like exploring something new. I heard about painting back once. Painting backs is like boring. There are some projects, okay, so I also stripped, because I primed it with Chaos Black, and basically my skin has some kind of stripping like chemistry, so when I touch a lot a miniature and the primer is not very like stone solid, I will strip the miniature from the paint. So yeah, I had to reprime some elements with Styrolets actually, or budget primer. Painting bags is boring and unnecessary, and actually it like gives you should paint the bag so it would be painted. But I think that if you have an idea for painting where you have very strong light from the front, or like horizontal light, but placed in front of the miniature, the bag should be a little bit darker, at least a little bit. So it doesn't have to be painted as much as the front, because in the dark you cannot see as much texture, and it's in life, right? If something is flat and it's darker, you cannot see the texture actually. So painting back, if the project doesn't require it, so we don't have like secondary light source coming from the back and like illuminating the back and showing all of the elements, it's just unnecessary work for you. And let's be honest, usually like I'm very grateful for all collectors, but actually most of the like pricings of the miniatures are not enough to like I know to they're not as worthy as all of the hours that artists actually spend on painting miniatures. Because if you want to be like progressive stuff like that, stuff like that, and you wouldn't have to like cut on the hours and be quicker here and like less detailed there, you would basically spend much more time on painting than the collector is willing to pay. Just cover the bag with tufts. This is the idea, right? I did that with my druid. Exactly, very beautiful idea and good execution. I would make the bag darker actually, you know? I would take the I'm not that much for using airbrush in painting, but actually for the back, and because you have tufts, I would take Drakenhof, no, it's Druchii Violet, and I would make a filter from the back to make it a bit darker, and then this way your tufts will be, you know, shaded more. And the bottom of the shroom could be darker slightly. I think backs is mostly for competitions, but again, like, if you have very good idea and most of the miniature is painted and like the back in general is consistent with the level of painting, then I don't know, artists shouldn't feel forced into like giving, for example, secondary light source from behind, just to make it more effective, stuff like that. And like, it's kind of pissing me off when someone comes and just tells me like, because my back is darker, like it's not painted. Like, fuck you guys, I painted this miniature, I have to spend like too many hours sitting over it. The back is okay, right? It's enough, it's painted, it serves the job. Who cares about the back if the front is perfect and actually the whole idea is about the front? You know, if the level of painting is consistent with front and back, then who cares if the back has a lot of lighting or detail of stuff like that. Like, this back is not painted, right? But it wouldn't actually need to be painted much more, at least for my box art. So yeah. And see, like, it already started coming together. I think that I will... some of the areas I will make even darker. But I think that I will need to actually wash them with this color, so more of the darker color will go into the roots of the tuft. So I can try to show it maybe. And but also sometimes this kind of washing like makes the tuft go unstable, because it doesn't go well with the glue that the tuft was glued with in the first place, that created basically. And sometimes the tufts either fall apart or they clamp together very much. So sometimes washing the tuft may destroy it, and sometimes it will go well. Like, this one is working well, and see, it's getting much darker. I will just need some time for it to dry. And optimally, I would like to just, you know, it like kind of flow from the darker tuft into the lighter tufts. And also, if you will find that you did the tuft too dark, you can go back with water and just dilute the wash. And the wash, or Tzahli, please be careful. You can dilute the wash and make the end effect a little bit lighter. Oops, sorry guys. So I'm just trying to like smoosh this wash into the middle of this. Also, if you want to wash big areas, you can first go with the layer of water over the tufting area, and then you can then, if the grass will be kind of saturated a little bit, not totally wet, not soaked wet, but a little bit saturated with the water, then the wash will flow more naturally into the tuft. I'm not doing that because I actually forgot about it. And then I will, like, I think that I will wash some of those tufts, but then I will actually start painting the texture. So this is for the next stream, right? I will wash a little bit and I will finish the stream for today actually. And for the next stream I will try to like marry this tuft area with the texture I will start painting on the next time. And the highlight on the texture will be probably as light as the dry brush on the tufts. Are you still thinking Sunday for next term? Yes, I'm thinking about Sunday about 1 p.m. CET. Because earlier I may not get up and actually do anything like productive during the day, and later I want to spend some time with my boyfriend. So I think that 1 p.m. and I will be streaming for like 2, maybe 3 hours. And then I will have a nice dinner or something, and we'll watch World of Warcraft. Okay, I think that it will be nice. Well, after dry brushing it will be like, no. And that's early for me, but I may be early. Oh, seriously, like, what hour is it for you? And then in general, I want to like jump a little bit in between the hours. So, for example, like 2 streams. So the usual Wednesday and Tuesday, Wednesday and Monday, Tuesday and Thursday being at around 9 p.m. and then having one stream kinda earlier, but I'm not sure what earlier hour is okay. So I may experiment a little bit and test the waters. It kinda, everything became kinda uniform, but also I kinda needed it because the chaos over here was stealing away the attention from the queen. And right now, like, the darker areas of the tufts are again elongating the dress. And when I will paint the, I may actually go into the tufts with the paints gray later, to bring them even closer together with the shadows of the dress, on the dress. But we will see how much I will have to do it. And I want the tufts to be more uniform, so the attention will still be over here. And you know, here we have very interesting texture and something is going on over there, but it was stealing attention from top of the miniature. And right now we'll have the attention back on the top, and also now we have the way to marry those two textures, so the tufts and the dress. So they are more similar, and now painting the texture has more like more reasoning. That's early for me, but I may be like 7 a.m. Oh my god, according to Google. Okay, so I may maybe like start at maybe 2. Would you like prefer that? I can start at 2. And I think that I will wash a bit more over here, because from it looks kinda, it looks kinda, I mean, I think that it's not that well visible on the video, on the camera, but it looks kinda like strangely light in real life. Okay, so I will leave it like that, and I will maybe prime the lips, and I will finish the stream for today. Yes, this is the plan. I just need to find the primer. Stirliness primer. This one. Stirlinets, right? It says Stirlinets. Stinilrets. Stinilrets? Yeah, whatever. But it's, I think that's Badger. It's easy to remember because of the song Badger, 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 Mushroom, right? No, it's fine. The cards usually start playing when the sun comes up. I honestly thought today that Lancelot has like the two modes of fur, one short and one long, and I was sitting at my computer comparing the shapes of their spots to discover that no, it's two cats, but I forgot that you have two cats. Way too early for me. Sorry to hear that, Dave. But then, on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, I will have like the usual time. So I hope to see you there. Oh, true. I am East Coast, so that's like 4 AM for the Westies. I'm like kinda in Ave, like this. I'm in this Ave. I'm in Ave that like for the countries that have so many time zones. Thank you for the follow. I'm in for the countries that have so many time zones, and the fact that you can like even exist in it like that. Yeah. I wake up late. I woke up about when you started. I'm also East Coast. LOL. Yeah, I'm today. I woke up like at noon. No, I woke up like a bit later, earlier, but I stayed in bed with my cat because you know he came to me and he hid under the cover and he cuddled with me, so I had to stay because I couldn't wake up the kitty. Also, he was very, very cute for doing that. So I can understand that some people may wake up later. We say it the same as when something is cute. Oh, like ow. No, ow maybe not, but aw. I'm in awe. I only sleep like 3 to 5 hours at a time. Is it like, but are you happy sleeping 3 to 5 hours at a time, or is it like kinda like, you know, taking a toll on your body later? I sleep 6 hours a day total. I have to sleep like 7 to 8, and if I have like issues in my sinuses, then I sometimes can sleep like 10 hours because like my body just doesn't want to wake up and I cannot hear the alarms or anything. I wish my brain body let me sleep 8 hours straight, but it's just not how it goes, so I make do. But can you like sleep during the day for like have a nap for 2 hours? Or is it impossible for you to fall asleep in the middle of the day? I hope that usually this primer is good for everything, so I just hope that it will cover the metal nicely, and I won't have any issues with painting it later. usually see for like 4 or 5, and after like 4 hours enough for another 2. Okay, so that's kind of acceptable, I would say, because you get the sleep, and sleep is important. Okay, I think that the leaves are not painted perfectly. Okay, I found one shiny leaf, but I also think that it doesn't need to be perfect, right? Okay, how it looks in the camera. Because camera is actually a little bit bigger than the real life. Okay, I think that it's mostly covered, so I can leave it like that. Fingers crossed for it being good. I think that I actually regret gluing it like with the texture to the top, but if there was no texture, I would have to paint everything by hand, and right now I can just kinda wing it, so we will see how it looks. But the texture is very angular and very geometric, and I usually prefer when there is no texture I can paint stuff on. So we will see how it goes and how unhappy I will be. And we can take one test butterfly, and if I will find it, of course, and see how it works. Okay, I even have one painted. Oh no, they are not butterflies. I have one butterfly over here, so I cannot even check the rest. Okay, one butterfly, and this is the butterfly I like least. So if they were pink, I think that they will look pretty cute on her head. And also I think that this is a butterfly I hand cut in the past. If you've seen, if you were lucky to see my butterfly video, which I posted like 100 years ago on my Discord, then this is the butterfly I cut in hand. This one is not laser cut. But I think that the butterflies like all over her head will be very cute. And then I would like create like this crown of butterflies like creeping like this on top over here. And then there will be like some butterflies like separately, and then she would have like a few butterflies here and there, and then could be like a few butterflies on the base. So, you know, there would be like the dispersing, something like that. And I think that I will glue the butterflies, and I will see how it looks and how it works, and then I can decide what I want to do with the base. If I want to have a kind of audience, or maybe, I don't know, something. But I don't think that I will go into this direction because she's not looking down, but I think that the idea is pretty cool. And do they make hole punchers for butterflies? No, they don't, but you know, actually on one A4 like card you can have shit ton of very small laser cut butterflies. So I was thinking about actually producing them, packing like, I don't know, 20 or 30 in one little box and selling them like dirt cheap, so people could like you know, use them in their different projects. And I actually want to like embrace this gluing shit on your miniatures. And first of all, I have a cool idea for a miniature that you could glue shit on. And second of all, I would like to sell this shit on my store, and that it wouldn't be that pricey actually. So people could just mix and match different, you know, I would say sell the miniatures, and you could buy like supplementary packs of different elements you could glue to the miniature and like change the interpretation, stuff like that. I want people to play with the sculpts I will be selling and do some like, you know, crazy stuff. So I think that butterflies would be a nice option. I'm not sure if I would be selling leaves, because there are leaf punchers. It's not that hard to find it in the store. but I know maybe something different, or maybe like different leaves. So not those leaves that you can punch and are easily obtainable, but like different shapes of leaves, and you would have like this pack of leaves, for example, like bigger, like longer, different, but in this nice paper. Yeah, so stuff like that. I'm thinking this direction, and also I would like to have those cool bases. Like this is something I care about, and I cannot obtain it. Sounds awesome. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, I think that this is it for today. Looks like that. We talked about Awesome a little bit, but this is again like miniature from Haze Studio Miniatures. Check them out. Yeah, this looks nice, right? It's still unpainted. I think that like going back to painting. Thanks, Dave. It was nice to see you, and have a great weekend as well. Going back, like short announcement. I think that I will do a short video about like painting her face a little bit nicer, like fixing her face, and I will put it for free on my Patreon, so everyone like being a member can see it. Like you don't have to pay for it, but I will just do it off camera because it's not that important. And yeah, the next stream we will be painting the texture on her gown, I think, and probably like those ivy leaves over here. And the next stream will happen on Sunday, probably around 1 p.m, right, Minimancer? We stayed at the original hour. Yeah, so this is the plan for the next time. Check out HazeStudioMiniatures.com. Haze Studio is the sponsor of this like series of streams. This is their miniature, their latest release, and it's pretty great. I like it. I can recommend it. They are selling 3D printed miniatures, but in very good quality, and I would say that they are comparable to resin casts, basically. And I will make a ride. I just need to find someone painting miniatures, actually, and I have no one on my I have no one on my Twitch. What's going on, guys? I have streamers only. Okay, so do you have anyone who can be raided? They're coming out with models kind of quick too, it feels like. Yeah, they are, but they are also like fresh companies. So for example, I will be launching Awesome creations with 2 models basically, because I produced them and I just waited a long time with the release, and I already like have someone to sculpt another one. So you know, you have the time to prepare. If you have the time to prepare, then you are launching quickly. So yeah, I don't think that I can write anyone right now. It's not brush sculpt in clay. Okay, I subscribed this guy. It's not brush for a while, so I will rate him, I think. So yeah, thank you guys for coming today. See you hopefully on Sunday. And see you. Thank you and see you. I will pet the kitties. Thank you. Pet your kitties too, please. in my name. Bye guys. Hey.